Hi Scorpio, welcome to your September general reading. This is your girl Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Scorpio. This is a general reading, so please keep that in mind. To only take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't for someone who really needs to hear this message. So Scorpio, my intentions for this reading is to ask Spirit what you need to hear for the month of September, what's coming, unfolding, what you need to prepare for, be aware of. This can impact any aspect of your life, love and romance, career and finances, spiritual evolution, but whatever Spirit would like to say shall be said. And you could just really take this as anything you need to hear right now in this moment that will help you lead to your greater purpose, to your understanding and awareness in the month of September. I'm really excited to do this for you guys. I hope you are too. Let's go ahead and get this reading started. I'm first going to use my sound bowl here to clear, set the energy, and do a mini meditation with you guys. But if you just want to jump right on into the card pull to see what the cards have to say, check out the pinned comment below with all the timestamps. For those of you here with me now, thank you so much for joining me. It really does help me connect your energy by doing this. So I'm going to ask everyone to take a deep breath in. I'm going to ring the sound bowl 3 times, and during that time, I just want you to open up your energy to connect to my vibration, the energy I'm trying to send out to you guys. I want you to just ask any questions you have about the month of September, of anything you need to hear or be aware of, or any guidance, and we'll see what Spirit has to say. So let's go ahead and take that deep breath in. And tune into the energy of Scorpio. This is so specific, but it came in for a reason. I smelled juniper berries, and I'm not sure the spiritual connotation to juniper, so if anyone knows it, please comment it below. But it was like, first came the smell, and then I saw someone kind of like make a crown out of it and then kind of put it on their head, and it looked like a little like juniper berry wreath crown. It was so interesting, but I feel it's kind of the continuing energy I'm getting. So I wonder if there's something with Jupiter or, you know, planets moving out of retrograde, becoming more solidified here that the signs are going through, but it's kind of like a feeling of empowerment. It's a feeling of kind of knowing that I got this and I'm making it for myself. Like I crown myself. Even if others can't do that for me, I can do it for myself, and that's what matters. I feel that energy very strongly here for you, Scorpio, in September. So I'm curious as how this relates to you in September and what area of your life this will be so prominently in. Let's go ahead and see what the cards have to say. All right, so Spirit, tell me about September for Scorpio. What is Scorpio fold and hold for Scorpio? Oh, September hold for Scorpio. My goodness. Okay, so we have Wired. And Virgo got this card. So if you're dealing with a Virgo, or if you have strong Virgo in your chart, I suggest checking out the Virgo reading to see if there's messages for you there. But it's interconnectedness of past, present, and future energy. So yeah, I do feel similar energy to Virgos, at least, that everything's kind of coming together. Something that happened before is going to make fully sense to you in September, or things that you've been preparing for in the past are fully coming together now and maybe giving you further inclination to what's holding in the future for you guys. The letter W is really sticking out to me, as in Wren, as in Whitney. First, middle, last, initial can mean something to someone, does not have to be the case. Tell me more about this energy for Scorpio. Tell me more about September for Scorpio. Oh my goodness, you guys got 2 cards. So you have Patience with number 4 and Reflection number 19. Ooh, okay, so this is one of those messages that Spirit wants to give you, Scorpio, so you could be best prepared. There's something that's taking its time. but whatever's taking its time needs to take this pace. And for the reasons we'll uncover in the right time. But in the meantime, do not let your ego try to dictate why things are happening in a certain way, why you have to wait, or why there is something taking a bit of time. I think even for a few of you with reflection, part of why this isn't happening as fast is because there's something that needs to unlock within you, some sort of awareness, some sort of opening. And I feel it's connected to your source of power, your source of confidence, your source of belief in yourself. And I do kind of feel with this patience here that part of this final test may be coming through is to see that you can surrender this to God's spirit in the universe and to not put so much pressure on it. You know, the best way to describe kind of divine timing I use quite frequently is like if you're baking, right? And specifically if you're baking like cake. And the timing's important. It has to be at the right temperature and cooked for the right amount of time, because if you take it out too early, it's mushy, gooey in the middle, not appetizing. So I do feel like you are realizing that maybe for some of you guys, I feel it coming. I'm excited for it to come, but this process needs to unfold the way it does. And if there's something in me that may be kind of either wanting a certain outcome, why is that? Like, what part of me still wants to have this control over something that is out of my control? I feel Spirit wants you to know that you're in good hands, that Spirit has your back, Scorpio. And through the things that you've been hoping for, praying for, have been heard and are currently in action to come about in your life. But in the meantime, I think there's a lot that you are starting to see within you that maybe is kind of adding to this lessons of patience, this lesson of surrender, that you're going to be able to use as a weapon of yours to manifest, to overcome. That will be very useful for you for what you're learning in September now. But it's definitely on its way. I want you to know that, as I understand how stressful and how frustrating divine timing could be. But again, I feel through this wait, Spirit is showing you something about yourself. Wow. Very deep. Let's get into the tarot to see more specifically what this is all about. So, 3 things are happening for Scorpio in the month of September that Scorpio needs to be aware of in September. Okay, so the first thing we have is the Queen of Autumn. This is the Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn energy, and it says this is someone who's generous, stylish, gracious, and practical. Be practical with respect to how you proceed. The ability to make anything more beautiful, meeting someone who can help your dreams come true. Oh, I like this. So yeah, I feel for some of you guys, like there's something you want that's tangible. An increase in your finances, or like a promotion in your career, or, you know, a new home, or an upgrade in your home, your car, your lifestyle. And Spirit is saying, like, you definitely have what it takes, Scorpio. And there's some things you just need to kind of be settled in with your own self, in your own sense of security, that in the right time it will happen if I stay dedicated, if I give into this, if I stay determined. And, you know, also I kind of feel this need to say, like, don't rush into anything. Rushing into anything now is not going to help this come faster, even though if you think it will, there's something that needs to take its time, and that's why Spirit's asking you to remain grounded and to remain practical. Anything that sounds too good to be true probably is, and there may be something that's trying to get at your emotions that Spirit wants to warn you from, because it's not going to lead to your ultimate success that the Queen of Pentacles wants to kind of have and instill in their lives. So then we have the Dreamer. Nice. The Fool card. Embrace your true purpose, begin a new adventure, and trust yourself. Wow. I love that. And one more thing for Scorpio in September, Spirit. The 7 of Spring. This is the 7 of Wands. Leo energy. Be assertive. Don't back down from what you believe. Courageously stand up for yourself. Okay, so bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Spring, 2 queens here. So I feel you guys are very tapped into your feminine energy. And I do feel feminine energy is about cultivating, taking care of, instilling, protecting, loving, nurturing until it comes into fruition, right? But the Queen of Spring or the Queen of Wands is Aries energy, and it's someone that's brilliant, loyal, talented, friendly. Believe in yourself. Wonderful people want to help you. Maintain a balance between work and home life. So what's really interesting and seems to be like a theme is like meeting someone or someone wanting to like help you, wants to like hype you up, wants to be your mentor, your support. There is someone, it feels like feminine energy. So that doesn't mean it has to be by gender or sex, but it's just someone that really cares for you, someone that really just wants to see you do well, wants to really push you forward. But really the ultimate thing here, and maybe why this hasn't happened yet, and the last step before this can happen, is to truly believe in yourself no matter what. Even if you've been through experiences that would make you feel like you can't believe in yourself, Spirit is taking this time in September to place this timing at where it's going now, because when this is ready to come into your life, you have to be fully assured of yourself, fully confident in your talent, your skills, your abilities, because you may be put on the spot to execute and show. And Spirit wants to prepare you for the best that you could put out there when that time comes. So I feel this is going to happen like October, November, December. The last 3 months is when really you'll be in the spotlight. And September is just like, all right, Scorpio, you feel it's coming, but we just want you to know how talented, gifted, skilled, prepared you really are for this. And you have to have the confidence, because there will be people that try to dim you. There will be people trying to shut you out. There will be people who deny you. But that is not going to be the ultimate cause or the ultimate consequence of what is meant to be happening for you currently, unless you allow that to be. And Spirit does not want you to listen to the haters, does not want you to listen to the discouragement from people who may be trying to compete with you or to doubt you. And I do feel this is why Spirit is giving you this moment now to take a breath. And maybe some of you guys are carrying insecurities from a childhood, or carrying insecurities from growing up and being so criticized, so judgmental, or being held like, if I wobble off this pillar, I'm not going to get the love, attention, support. Spirit's breaking you free from that, really. And maybe that's why I saw in my vision of like crowning yourself, especially with 2 queens here. Like, you are giving yourself the honor, respect, support, and belief that is more important than what you need from others at this time. Okay, let's clarify these cards to get deeper into this and do a deep dive. Tell me more about the Queen of Pentacles here for Scorpio. Okay, 6 of Pentacles. Yeah. What about the Fool card here for Scorpio? 8 of Cups. Interesting. What about the 7 of Spring? Which, by the way, we have 6, 7, 8, so things are progressing. Things are moving forward, but I feel it's more so, you know, behind the scenes than what you're seeing right now. But you feel it, and you need to trust what you feel, even if it's not evident, right? In the 3D. 7 of Spring. Okay. And then we have the Queen of Cups, and then bottom of the deck, the 2 of Pentacles. So with the 2 of Pentacles being at the bottom of the deck, yeah, this is something you really struggled with. I feel on and off, you were like going from confident and sure of yourself to days where you're like, okay, what do I do? This isn't happening. Am I ready for this? Can I, can I be confident in this? And your energy's been kind of wearing. And it's been, kind of having a toll on you in a sense, where maybe it's like you haven't been putting as much effort in because you're afraid of the results, or you've been discouraged. But Spirit wants you to get back into balance here. And I feel with the 2 of Pentacles, a lot has been going on. So some of you may be working, 2 jobs, or you have a job and a side hustle and it's been overwhelming, or your energy's just fragmented, Scorpio. And maybe it's because you want to do everything right. You want to please the people you love. You want to do a good job, but you're not taking enough care of yourself. So I feel with whatever this imbalance is going on, particularly in your life, your finances, your career, Spirit wants you to start instilling one plan and moving forward. And it's whatever you decide. And I know it's hard to kind of, especially if you've developed like people-pleasing type of habits, to kind of put those validations on the back burner, but Spirit just solely wants you to focus on what it is that you need to start doing for yourself, that you need to give the opportunity to yourself, and zero in on that. And that's part of the reflection of what you're seeing here. Maybe why something's taking so much time is because like your energy is in 5 different things, and maybe even, you know, you're giving too much of yourself to others or certain situations that aren't as beneficial to you. And I'm not saying you have to be selfish and cold-hearted, but I'm saying that you matter as well, Scorpio. And I think you're seeing through the things that may be not going so well for you, but are going well for others because of your support and momentum behind it. Like Spirit wants you to see what you can do to have that more balanced out for yourself. Wow. Okay. So with the Queen of Autumn and the Six of Pentacles, this is Taurus energy, Capricorn energy, very strong earth energy here. So getting real, getting grounded, coming up with like something pragmatic and reasonable that could cover all your needs and wants, but also get your jobs and duties taken care of and covered. I do kind of feel like with the Six of Pentacles here, you need to start focusing on more of what fulfills you, of what makes you feel confident and good, and that you're doing a good job, and focus more on becoming an essential part of that, whatever that's a project, whether that's a job, whether that's a, you know, group of friends that kind of uplift you, and not pay so much attention to the things that are kind of throwing you out of balance with the Two of Pentacles. I feel like you're finding ways to balance your schedule a lot more, to not put so much on your schedule. I do feel like you guys are at your best when you're not overworked, overburdened, stressed out, or push yourself to the last minute to do something. I feel like September, you're like, okay, you know what? This is what I want and this is how I need to get there. You know, on Mondays, I dedicate this. Tuesdays, we'll do this. Wednesdays will be a self-love day, a break day, like whatever that is for you guys. I think you're looking at your everyday schedule, your everyday routine, and trying to find ways to rebalance what is best for you. And that is paying off, Scorpio, and it will pay off. Even if it takes some time to show it, I think you're feeling a lot better. You're feeling a lot healthier even. You're getting better sleep. I don't know, I feel like your skin is glowing when you start to take care of yourself. Like when you overwork yourself, people are like, are you okay? Like you look exhausted, you look tired. It's starting to show. But when you give yourself that opportunity of balance of, okay, I can do what I can now, but I'm not going to overforce myself to make something happen that's not ready. It takes a wear on you physically. And I think by starting to balance your schedule out more so is going to show a physical result even. Yeah, being selective of what you're taking care of too. You've been giving too much time or energy to a situation or a person that's not as appreciative as they should be. And I think you're really starting to see that in the beginning of September. In the middle of the month, we have the Fool card with the Eight of Cups. Wow. Spirit is really in the middle of the month going to be assuring you of a brand new path that you're meant to take the first steps down. It's brand new. It's something you haven't experienced before, whether this is a new relationship with someone new or a new way of doing something in your life you've never tried out before. The reason why it feels more so now than it did before is because of the Eight of Cups. Like, again, whether, you know, there's something you've been giving too much time to that hasn't been paying you back or hasn't been appreciative, like you're starting to become more disconnected emotionally to it. And I do feel like there is something where it's like, you know, like I feel, or before I felt like this was the right thing, but something's still missing from it. And I think you guys, from wondering what that was, maybe for a while thought that it was the validation or it was the congratulations or the appreciation. But I think what you guys are starting to see was more so that was missing within me. What I was seeking out there has always been within me. And that's my confidence. That's my belief. That's my trust. That's my surrender. And I think that with the Fool card and the Eight of Cups, like maybe even in the middle of the month, you guys need a break, a little vacation to take some time off would be pretty ideal. And if you guys already have that scheduled for you in September. I think through that time of a break, you're learning a lot about how much at peace your life is when you give yourself the opportunity to relax, to let go, to have fun, to not put so much on yourself. But yeah, with the Fool card and the Eight of Cups, I think you're on a path of discovery here, which is very beautifully coinciding here with this reflection card, right? And I think in the middle of the month, as you open yourself up to new energy or doing things in a new way, or at least trying it out, you are seeing that the old way of being or the old way of holding yourself to a certain expectation is no longer in alignment with your free spirit. By the end of the month, we have the Queen of Cups with the Seven of Wands, Cancer energy and Leo energy here. So by the end of the month, I think you guys are finally decided on what you need to do every day or what you need to start preparing for or working on that feels right. You feel it in your heart. You feel it in your soul. And you know it's what makes you happiest. You know it's what makes you give you the most peace of mind. But this new you, maybe, or this new way of being is not going to satisfy everyone, especially the people that were a little bit codependent on you for their well-being, emotionally, financially, whatever, right? Like they are going to be the ones that are challenging you the most. But this is where you break through. This is where an old version of you is kind of being laid to rest, because this new version of you feels so much more in accordance with who you are or who you want to be. And I think that that's where you're going to have to really stand up for yourself, and the right people will accept that. The right people will see how happy you are with being this new version of you or trying to live this way, that they will accept that. And the ones who are not meant to be a part of this journey anymore, at least for now, will be the ones that try to stop you from your happiness or your well-being. That's where you have to take a stand and have strong boundaries with Scorpio. And I do feel, even if it's hard to do at first because this has been going on for so long, with the Queen of Cups in the upright, you will feel ultimately it's the right choice. Yeah. All right. Tell me more about September for Scorpio spirit. Tell me more about September for my Scorpions. Okay, we have magical blessings. Wow. I love that. Look, it is happening. Your spirit team is making it happen, but there's certain things that need to be completed. There's certain things that you need to discover within you. So when this happens, you're not going to give it to someone else. You're not going to squander the opportunity, but it's all building up for this. But it says, whatever you're going through, you're being assisted by magical fairy blessings. The fairies say you can bless others too. Yeah, I love this, especially with the Six of Pentacles. It's kind of discerning, you know, the right people and the right things for you that lift you up, that support you, that make you feel blessed, right? This is kind of the continuous theme of the reading here that you guys are really starting to see open to in September. And I think that, like, this, once you kind of tap into this energy, tap into this empowerment, this trust, this confidence, this, you know, surrounding yourself with the things that make you excited, that make you feel loved, that make you love in return, how this is all adding up in the background for it to play out in the next 3 months after September. But I do feel, even with these three queens here, we see these three angels here, right? So I do kind of feel these are different aspects of yourself that you are letting in a high vibration work together. The practicality of it, how I can move this forward, plan it, the fire of it. All right, I feel strong, I feel talented, I feel like I could push myself to do this and believe. With the Queen of Hearts or the Queen of Cups, with you know, my love for this, my devotion for this, my care for this. You're using all three to unlock this power within you. That really is the last step before Spirit sees you're ready for it. So yeah, blessings are happening in the distance. Blessings are making its way to you. As you further understand yourself and understand your needs and your wants and your dreams, and that they are real and they are valid, the more this potential of this energy and this magic and this opportunity can come forward here. It's making it stronger the more you allow yourself to feel this, Scorpio. Wow. All right. Tell me more about September for Scorpio. Okay. So we have Malachite. It's time to transform. Yeah. So this is kind of like the repeating energy as well of like shedding that old self, that old belief, that old way of being that was holding you down, that was keeping you back, ready to kind of transform into this new you that will make you feel like you mastered something here, make you feel as if you're empowered and ready to take on, you know, anything. And even if things take time, I'll wait for it, because I know what will be mine shall not be withheld, and it will come in the right time, right? But you're going through a period right now of transformation. And this transformation has to take full circle before anything in the 3D can be brought to you. But the 5D work you're doing is profound. It's significant. It's impactful. And I think by the end of the month, you're going to fully feel that. And not only you, I think other people are going to see it too. Even the ones that want to hold you to that old version of yourself, they're realizing how powerful you are now, and that they can't really hold you back the way they used to. Malachite may be a stone you want to work with, that you may feel already very connected to or want to purchase for yourself in September, that will help you with this transformation. All right, let's get one more card for Scorpio. Okay, beautiful. Number 36 with Koi Fish Spirit. There is always enough. Wow. So some of you could have Pisces in your chart, Pisces rising, Pisces moon. Does not have to be the case, but with the fish here, I got to mention it. But the koi fish is, you know, a significant sign in certain cultures of luck, prosperity. But the thing, there is always enough. Like, you have always been enough, Scorpio. You didn't have to give so much of yourself to prove that. Everything that you wanted to have in your life starts with the recognition of the power you have within you, that you can make it happen. I mean, look at everything you've been through and where you're at today. You went through trial after trial, and you're stronger now than you ever have been before. And what you've been able to accomplish, your ancestors particularly are very proud of. I think you guys have done a lot to break generational traumas, curses, hurts, especially those that came from critical, judgmental, never good enough type of families here. And I feel with the koi fish, you are kind of fully coming to understand that I have enough, I am enough, I will always be enough. And that is unlocking what is meant to happen for you in the next 3 months. So you're taking a major step here, even if it doesn't seem so in the 3D. The 5D, you're getting light years ahead. I'm very proud of you, Scorpio. Thank you so, so much for joining me for this reading. I really hope it resonated with you. I hope it's giving you the clarity, insight, healing, and guidance in regards to September, what you're going to experience, what you need to know about, be aware of. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Scorpio, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Scorpio.